Merry Christmas and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. Matt, are you coming?
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! And welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Santa, I got the Grinch with me, and this is the 10 at 10 for December 21st of 2023. We got a great lineup for you guys.
So y'all, we list 10 new trees every single Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and Thursdays. And guys, we're going to be talking about the trees that are listing at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. First up, we've got Acer Palmatum, Kotoo.
Oh, I love Kotoo. This one really tugs at my heartstrings, sometimes referred to as heartstrings. This one is awesome. This is a lunar lobulum with some amazing fall color.
Yeah, the cool thing about this one is it just looks real airy as a good mid-sized tree. Gives a unique soft texture in the landscape, making a tree that reaches 8 feet in height in 10 years. And this lime green in the spring with really nice threads turns to a bright orange in the fall.
This one reminds me of that Grinch all season long, but it's going to put a smile on your face. That fall color is out of this world. All right, let's switch over here to this side. We got something special for you boys and girls.
Guys, next up, we've got Acer Pictum Adori.
This is an awesome batwing maple with some incredible variegation.
Some great size 3 gallons right now in Adori. This is a variegated yellow on green, and it's got that larger batwing maple style foliage. Definitely a plant that's really cool.
Hey, we don't have this one at the North Pole. You better check with those guys at Mr. Maple. Next up, we got Acer Palmatum, Oregon Sunset. Now, this tree's super underrated. Excellent plant. I love the unique shape that it makes, but it goes through some amazing color patterns and excellent fall color. This one really lights up the show when it goes through oranges and reds. You really see that full Oregon sky in the fall.
Now, the most unique thing about this tree is its shape. It has this very wonderful spreading out habit that's still upright. So it just sort of makes this really cool bonsai appearance out there in the landscape. I mean, to me, this is one of the coolest shaped Japanese maples there are. The leaves are a little bit more like a bloodgood on the older foliage, but the new growth is more deeply divided, making this tree easily distinguishable out there in the garden. Oregon Sunset, like the name says, this goes to a fantastic bright orange-red in the fall.
I love this tree. I love the unique shape, too. It kind of makes these little weird plateaus. Think of it as multi-stemmed with a nice canopy to it. Looks great in the container or in the ground. I don't know whether the Japanese maple is shaped quite like Oregon Sunset.
To me, the shape on this is one of the best in Japanese maples. So y'all, right now we're doing a giveaway on MrMaple.com. What you can do is turn in your 2024 t-shirt design ideas to MrMapleGiveaway@gmail.com and be unique, be funny, be creative. And guys, we might pick your entry to win. And if you win, you could win a autographed poster by Talon Buchholz himself and a Mr. Maple gift card. I mean, guys, be funny, be creative. We've already got a great number of awesome design ideas.
I don't know why everybody keeps making us gnomes. They think we're silly or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we got a little bit of beard going on. I guess we're kind of chunky.
Are gnomes chunky? I mean, Santa is.
But guys, we appreciate y'all being creative and funny. And we've got so many great ones already. Someone's going to win. Multiple people could win. And you could win a Buchholz autographed poster and a Mr. Maple gift card. What more could you want?
A Monachella Gardens. That's what you could want. I love Monachella Gardens. This is a cool lace leaf that we kind of helped introduce here at Mr. Maple. Awesome plant. This one gets low and wide and is exceptionally heat tolerant. It kind of grows a little bit more like Orangeola in the leaf shape, but in a dark, dark red.
Now, Monachella Gardens comes from Monticello, South Carolina. It's pretty close to Columbia, South Carolina, just a little bit north. It's extremely hot down there. I mean, you see these billboards all over everywhere that says, come to Columbia, the new hot spot. It's extremely hot down there. The heat is outrageous. This was a selection from Monticello that's extremely heat tolerant, and it's got a good weeping shape and holds its red color throughout the summer.
Awesome plant, great for the container. Extremely pendulous. This one, much like Orangeola, doesn't make as much of an umbrella as it does a dome shape, more of a small bell shape. Excellent. Stake it up. Dark maroon color. Some of the darkest red foliage you'll see of any lace leaf. Exceptionally heat tolerant, durable, and very unique. You know, Monticello Gardens was also Thomas Jefferson's place, And that guy loved to garden, so I love the heritage of the name. Incredible plant. All right. I'll be traveling here in a few weeks.
Few weeks.
Few
This
days.
weekend.
There's nobody nice in Baton Rouge. It's all naughty list. Same as Columbia.
Hey, don't say that. A lot of people in Baton Rouge love this coral bark because it's heat tolerant.
You got the Grinch defending you.
It does well down there in the garden. It's a bright red on the bark. It really has a slightly different leaf color, a little bit bronzing in the spring, and the leaf is bigger than Sengokaku. And the fall color on this, you can get more reds. So for a coral bark Japanese maple, this tree stands out.
Oh, I love it. This is exceptionally heat tolerant. Love it down there in Baton Rouge, but this tree actually comes from Warren, Texas. This tree was developed about 30 minutes north of Houston, making it exceptionally heat tolerant. I need to be exceptionally heat tolerant because this outfit's hot as heck. But I love this thing. Incredible winter interest on this. Bright red stems. Can handle full sun up to zone 8, even in high sun exposures. This is one of the most durable Japanese maples for high heat we do.
Now, you may have heard the story, but Santa and I, we were in Connecticut. And we took his sleigh all the way down to North Carolina and then all the way down to Texas just to pick this tree up because this tree is outstanding. It's such a cool plant. It gives you that bright red bark, super heat tolerant, red fall color, everything you could ask for in a coral bark Japanese maple.
You can stuff your stockings with a Baton Rouge this year. All right, what's we got next down there, Grinch? We got some purple smoke. We got a little Benny Shien action going on.
Y'all, this is a selection by Harold Johnson. It seems like we're doing a lot of heat-tolerant trees on this 10 at 10 for a right time for Christmas.
For Christmas.
But Benny Shien is a selection by Harold Johnson. He was down in lower Alabama, not far from the Florida line, and he was just a pioneer when it comes to Japanese maples. He found this tree, as the story goes, in a garden center, coming off a seedling that was like a red seedling they were selling in a garden center. Took it home, grafted it, patented it. The patent's expired now, but this has been one of the most exceptional, variegated, heat-tolerant Japanese maples for anywhere in the country.
I love this tree. You know Santa loves the Jimi Hendrix. When I see this variegation, I hear Jimi Hendrix music. It has, maybe it's the purple smoke, it's the purple haze blowing in. This thing is incredible. I love the swirling variegation, that yellow on top of dark purple. It's hypnotic, it's awesome. It's such a cool looking plant. I highly recommend adding this style variegation to your Japanese maple collection.
Now this tree also goes to a really nice shade of yellow and orange in the fall, a nice golden color in the fall. It's outstanding even in that. It rocks it out each and every season. It's variegated. You're gonna love Benny Shien in your garden.
Ooh, we got a classic from Japan coming back today. Here you go, Grinch.
I think I'll get my own.
Well, bah humbug to you too. We got Ruen Shadari back on the table, y'all. This is one of my favorite weeping Japanese maples. One of the more rare plants in the Pendulous Treasures collection. This is a tree with foliage the size of Osakazuki, but the tree is weeping like Ryusen, and it lights up to golden yellow in the fall.
Now that's really special because a lot of those Aminum style foliage that you find in the trade go to red in the fall. A lot of the Aminum style foliage you find in the trade, they're not weeping, none of them are, except for this one. Ryusen, much smaller foliage than Ruen Shadari. Ruen Shadari, large foliage, really nice umbrella weeping habit. It was sitting at a temple in Japan, and one of our friends, Yataka Tanaka, said, "Hey, may I get a cutting off of that?" And the guy told him, "No, you can't touch it."
I had to put him on the naughty list for that.
And then, this big tsunami came through, unfortunately, and took out the original Ruen Shadari. And, Yataka Tanaka had grafted it and then took one back and said, "Here, this is the importance of sharing."
I put him back on the nice list for that one.
And such a cool story behind the tree, but the tree itself is even cooler. That weeping habit, that yellow color, those larger leaves. This is a tree that's going to stand out in your garden.
One of my favorite things about Christmas in Japan is it's so weird. Santa Claus and Colonel Sanders have become the same character. There was some commercials in the 80s that said, like, Americans love to eat chicken on Christmas, and the marketing was so well that they've become one character. So if you go to a KFC in November or December, even in July sometimes in Japan, Colonel Sanders is in a full Santa outfit for no apparent reason. Guys, we've got some 1 gallons of Acer Subuldianum Kumoi Nishiki.
Y'all, Kumoi Nishiki, this is the variegated full moon Japanese maple.
This one is so awesome. It is a Subuldianum, making it super durable. The variegation on this is incredible. It's one of my favorite variegated plants we do. That swirling variegation, that large style leaf is outstanding. Reminds me of the Northern Lights a little bit.
This tree is just so cool. In the springtime, the green on cream is cool. In the fall, you can get some oranges and reds and pinks. I mean, it's outstanding all throughout the seasons. Give it a little protection from the hot afternoon sun in most climates, and you'll really thrive the best. But it's the coolest tree because there's no other variegated full moon Japanese maple like this tree.
Outstanding plant to be growing. Awesome chance to pick these up in some good size 1 gallons.
So guys, we add daily content here on the Mr. Maple Show. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you also find us on your favorite podcast platform. We do a weekly podcast mainly about Japanese maples. You should check that out.
We really appreciate our international viewers. We can't ship to you guys, but thanks for subscribing and joining that Maple Mafia.
Next up, we've got rooted cuttings of Acer palmatum goshiki kotohime.
Guys, we got something for you bonsai lovers right here at Christmas. These are rooted cuttings. But a lot of people ask when we're going to do some non-grafts. This one actually does really well in the ground as a non-graft. It is one that does well from rooted cutting, but these are perfect for bonsai. You can put these in a big container. They're already ready to make an exquisite specimen. Let them fill out. That rooted cutting, you're not going to have a graft layer on these, even though they're a cultivar.
Now, goshiki kotohime has a tightly layering habit. This makes it really exceptional for bonsai because it has short internodes between the growth, giving the appearance of an older tree in a smaller pot. Being that these are rooted cuttings, they're great for bonsai, but this is just such a cool tree. It adds a unique dynamic to the landscape. It's almost like if you had a shishigashira that had flat leaves and it was a little tighter, a little bit more Makawa-like. And that's what this tree does out there in the garden with really small foliage, a nice shade of rich green. This tree stands out.
Awesome plant. If you haven't already got a gift for that garden in your family, fear not. Mr. Maple gift cards come directly to your email right away. So when you purchase that gift card, you'll get it instantaneous. You can either print that off and hand it to your favorite gardener or forward it on to them for Christmas. But if you got a last second idea you need, you forgot somebody, you forgot your mother-in-law, hey, give her the gift of gardening. Get it right now and it'll show up instantaneous.
So right now we've got a sale going on MrMaple.com. Take advantage of the savings. We've got some cheap shipping prices to go with that as well that we just recently renegotiated. So take advantage of that as well. One of our end of the year sales is one of the best of the year, and we appreciate everything you did in 2023. That's why we're ending this year with a great sale just for you.
Hold on, Grinch. Quit being grumpy. We got one more banger for all you people from Whoville. Let's check this sack right over here. Have you been a good little boy and girl? Because we got some hot blondes on the 10 at 10, y'all.
Y'all, Acer Olive Random Hot Blonde was named here at MrMaple.com as part of the Heat Seekers series. It's extremely heat tolerant and it's bright yellow.
Incredible plant, great fall color. One of my all-time favorite fall colors. This one is like a neon pink red of Sakazuki in the fall, neon yellow. As soon as it leaves out actually a little bit more pink yellow to lime green, and then it gets more intense yellow as that spring progresses. Awesome plant, showstopper in the garden, one of my all-time favorite plants. We're bringing it back here just in time for Christmas. Acer Oliviarum Hot Blonde.
Now, Santa named this tree after Mrs. Claus, and this is such a really cool plant. I mean, hot blonde, during the summer, it's bright yellow, but then new growth flushes over top of that are like a peach apricot over top of that. And then when you get that fall color on top of that, this tree changes all throughout the seasons and just continues to rock it out.
Thanks, Mrs. Claus. She makes my cheeks rosy, my belly jiggle like a bowl full of jelly.
Thank y'all so much for watching today. Remember, these trees list today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you check out really quickly. Thank y'all so much for watching. Take care.
Ho, ho, ho!
God bless.
Ho, ho, ho!
And have a great day.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all good 10 at 10.